Hi, welcome. My name is Tina and this is the Wind Mountains. The reason why it's called Wind Mountains is because it's extremely windy here, especially in the winter months. It's quite bitter and quite cold, but now we're enjoying some very fine weather. I think today is August 23rd and it is a beautiful blue sky kind of a day and hot, like 72. It's just lovely out there. Nighttime gets a little cold. This morning was like 50 degrees. Pretty soon we'll be seeing some frost, but it is quite lovely over here. I just wanted to share a little bit of stitching I got to do. Unfortunately, I didn't do as much as I wanted to. I had family visiting me, and it was quite wonderful. Seeing everyone. We try to get together a few times a year. So let's get to it. So this is my progress on Plum Tree Sampler Stars. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. It's actually pretty great and I love the colors. And I am using DMC on this one. And the linen is Hearthland by Picture This Plus. It is 32 count, and this is my progress on it. I did get to start stitching the eagle, and I do love this. I love stitching this on the Heartland. It is a tighter weave, even though it does say that it's 32 count. I feel like it's more like a 36, but I do love it. I tried stitching it one thread over, and I found that you saw too much of the background on this one. So I just winded up just going over everything, and now I'm using two threads over two linen threads. So it's a lot of fun, this one, and I love the color of this fabric. It's beautiful. Look at that. Just lovely. I'm enjoying this one a lot. And this is my progress. I can't believe I didn't finish this one yet. This is like such a quick stitch, and I'm really I'm a slow poke. I find like I'm making a lot of mistakes on this one. So this is needle and thread, and let's see if I can. And this is from Keeper of the Pins, from With Thy Needle and Thread. Sorry about the glare. I'll try to do better with that. And this is all I have so far. My last video where I showed this, I actually posted the wrong name of the pattern, so I do apologize about that. But it's just such a lovely thing, but I don't know why I kept making a lot of mistakes. And this is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Zweigart, and I'm using the backside. And I'm loving the way it's coming out, but I don't know why I keep making mistakes on this one. I have to keep on doing it over and over again. And all I have is just a little bit of the green on the tomato, a little bit of thread connecting the strawberry over here, and then just putting the pins. And I actually got the beads to do the top of the pins. I love working with beads. Beads are a lot of fun for me. So, and next we have the Scarlett House Homegrown Tomatoes. I'll try to do better about the glare. I hate that I'm doing that. I love this. This is like me and my husband right here. And this is my progress. I didn't get to do much stitching on this, but again, I'm using the back side of Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count. Again, a lot of mistakes. Don't know why I'm doing a lot of mistakes on these. And it's all on the Vintage Country Mocha. But I love this. I love the way this is coming out. And of course, when you start stitching the tomatoes, it is tons of fun doing that. And the little bit of yellow is part of the flower. It's just so cute. I did join the Blackbird Academy SAL. I was having a lot of fun until I made a huge blunder. And I feel like that's all I'm going to be doing is lots and lots of blunders, but that's okay. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep on pushing through. So let me just find the one that I'm working at. Here it is. Heart of the Home. And here it is. It's really really quite charming. So I started over here with the borders, which I showed you last time. Didn't realize I cut the fabric wrong. I cut the fabric, and this is the 32 count Heartland Picture This Plus. And how did I do this? And I actually ran it through the serger so this way nothing frays. And I'm like, how did I possibly cut it like such a spaz? But I did. So I started over with the house this time, started in the center, and here's the lovely little house. It's so cute. And I changed the windows on the side of the house. I put 2 windows there. I'm not going to put the year like they had in the pattern, but it's such a charming little house. The chimneys, I love that little detail on the chimneys. So cute. And the next thing I'm doing is ABC 123 sampler. So this guy over here, I started the roof and I was using DMC. And even though it looked nice, something was off about it. So I decided to go on 123 stitch and order the floss pack. And I got all the call fors, and that's what I'm working on right now. I love that they have floss packs over there. And I stitched the whole roof over. And this is what I have so far. See that? It's so cute. I'm having fun with this one. And that's all I have going on with my cross stitch projects. I put a lot of things on hold. I'm also really far behind on my BOMs, my quilt block of the months. I started quilting a baby blanket. So I don't know if I can even pull this off the sewing machine. Probably not, because it's actually stuck here. Yep, it is stuck here, but I'll give you a little peek. And it's pinned, and I'm just doing a stitch in the ditch. This is the baby blanket I had showed in one of my videos, just a quick clip as it was on the embroidery machine, because I did embroider my grandnephew's name on it. And it's just a simple stitch, straight stitch, nothing fancy. And that's what I've been working on with this one. I can't wait to get this finished quilted and off to him. It's the cutest little thing. Oh. And the other thing I was working on here, let me pause this because I got to pull it out. It's kind of big. Okay. So this is what I have. I actually put on the top part of the binding, which I have to work more and more on, and then I have to fold it and finish off the binding. I did a diagonal stitch on this, just a regular 2-inch space of quilting, and I put this on my domestic. I wish I had a long arm, but I do not. And it is Woolly Stars. It's a classic. I used Hobby Lobby fabrics on this. I love Hobby Lobby fabrics, especially when they have their 30% off. But it's something, it's believe it or not, it's my go-to place. They just have such charming little fabrics. Even this little baby quilt is from Hobby Lobby. Just the sweetest little woodland creatures, you know, deers and foxes and bears, trees. It's just beautiful. So I will insert some pictures of it. Hopefully I can get this done by the end of the week. It's a pretty hectic week for me, but and I'm hoping to get this done for myself. This is actually going to be a gift for a friend of mine. Actually, most of the stuff I do is a gift, and I don't tend to keep it. My sister told me I have to photograph everything. So I recently started photographing. I wish I've done it all these years, but I have not. But this is just so charming. I just love these flowers, like it's if the sheep is in the field. But this gift is going to the woman who raises sheep, and that's where I got my sheep from. She's a wonderful friend. And I used different types of beige fabrics for the sheep, so they all look different. All the stars are the same, all the sheep are the same, but the fabrics are different of the sheep, the wool of the sheep. So just different kinds. Let me see if I can get a better view of this for you, if you can see it better, if you can see that. And then there's just a little something different. Just really the sweetest Sweetest little thing. And I did use a Minky backing. I love Minky. It is tricky, especially you doing it on a domestic, but it's so soft. I really, one of these days I'm going to make myself a blanket with Minky on it. But I did make my son one. That was the Bars and Stars quilt that I showed you 2 weeks ago. He loved it. That was just such a handsome quilt. And that was a lot of fun. And that quilt was made with fabrics from Marshall Dry Goods. The Dream Cotton, I think it's called. But I can link information down below. I did get some haul also. So my haul here, these are some of the things I started putting together. Sorry, I just ducked out of the screen. I finally put together, actually, you know what? Let me pause this. So I finally got, and I kitted up the Plum Street sampler of Worthy Patriot, and I did get the 36 count coffee stain linen. This is the call for. It's such a handsome linen. And I got all the call for threads. I had the majority of the DMC already, but I just got the, I'm not going to take these out of the plastic. The great thing is 123 Stitch has the floss kit, the floss pack that you can order with this. It is, love their floss packs. I do tend to go to them most of the time, but such a handsome, I don't know when I'm going to start this. Hopefully soon. It's just so beautiful. And I was thinking about possibly starting it from the center, and that is George Washington on his white horse. Can I see if you can see that? Old school stitcher, always started at the center of the linens, and every time I start at the corner, I make a million mistakes. I do, and it's just such a mess. I'm always too much over on the edge. It's like, wait a minute, I measured it 2 inches, and all of a sudden I have a ½ an inch to play with. It's a real nuisance. So I'm going to start off on the center on this one. So I already looked it up, saw where the center is, and it does start definitely with George Washington on his white horse. So next I have Plum Street Samplers Gobble. Let's see if you can see that without the glare. There it is. So handsome. This calls for I believe Weeks Dye Works, and all of it's over dyed thread. I'm going to be using the DMC conversion. I had quite a bit of it in my stash already, and I just need to place an order with 123 Stitch so I can get the rest of the floss. It's perfect for the upcoming autumn. Very, very handsome. I think it'll look great on my walls. I live in a very unusual home, as you can see by my walls back here. It was part of a resort. It was a staffing house of resort back in the heydays of the Catskills. I think it was originally it was called Windham Mountain Hunting Club, and then it became Villa Nanette, and then it became a couple of other things, and eventually it came into my husband's family, and it was a hunting house. It was for the men to get away, go hunting, bring back meat for their families, and it's very unusual. It's very rustic. It's rough. It's very handsome. A lot of, deer mounts, skull mounts, but it's the outdoor life around here. Turkeys and black bear, and it's so beautiful out here. It's actually so magnificent. My dream was always to live here since I was 18 years old. That's when I met my husband, and I'm so happy we're finally doing this. Anyway, but maybe one day I'll give you a tour of my house. It's a very unusual house, but very handsome, and just beautiful in its own way. Not the typical country house, or maybe it is a typical country house. So let's get on to more of my haul. I'm just going to pause for a second, pull it out of the plastic instead of making you hear all that wonderful crinkle crinkle noise, because I know everyone loves that. And give me a second. So next we have Stacy Nash, Animal Crackers, Maggie May. Oh, come on. All the rabbits that I have on my property and how can I not stitch this? Look how adorable she is. She's so cute. Look at her sweater. The funny thing about this, which I, as soon as instantly when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I must stitch it for another reason, not just rabbits. So this little sweater, this little gold sweater, and this little dress is the exact outfit my husband's grandmother used to wear. We still have this sweater. She spun and dyed the wool herself, and she knitted the sweater herself, and we still have it. It's in rough shape. It was thrown in a chest with a bunch of wools, and when my husband saw it, we were going through things, I'm like, no, we're not getting rid of that. We're gonna keep that forever. So that's why I had to have little Maggie May. So she's gonna be fun to stitch. I did get, of course, I had to get the floss pack from 123 Stitch. Love the floss packs. So I got that, little Maggie May, and I got the 36 count flax Edinburgh linen, and that's the fabric right there. I think this will go very nice with it. This is gonna be a fun stitch. I'm gonna enjoy that one. So next I have Primrose Cottage beach rolls. You know how much I love the beach. If you saw in my videos, I went on and on like a lunatic about talking about the beach, how much I love it. This reminds me of my childhood so much, so I had to get this. I am using DMC floss for my stash, and I'm going to stitch it on 32 count taupe Lugana. And here is the fabric. I think that'll be definitely a fun stitch. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it all together like this, or I'm going to do like they show on the back cover, all the cute little pillows. They're just so adorable. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do this. Let's see. I have With Thy Needle and Thread. I love fall most of all. Look how cute that is. I love that pumpkin. Just such a cute pattern. I know this shows it as a pillow here. I might just put this in a frame and hang it on my wall. I think this will be fun. Isn't that cute? I don't have any of the call for yet, or anything from my stash yet. It does call for a 40 count. Old Stationery Linen by Seraphim. 40 count makes me nervous. But yeah, I think this will definitely be a fun stitch. Definitely. It's got, look at that, the acorns over there. Let me see. Can you see the acorns? The beautiful autumn flowers, the tendrils, the pumpkin, not tendrils, I'm sorry. The pumpkin stem that curls. It's just, and the beautiful blackbird. This is autumn through and through. So I cannot wait to stitch this. Stacy Nash's Silent Night. It's an oldie. I just picked this one up. It's so handsome. Isn't that beautiful? I don't have anything yet. No floss, no linen, but I think it's definitely going to be a beautiful Christmas stitch. I love the red house. Actually, it looks like my house, except my house is brown. And of course the rooster. Is that a rooster? Rooster? I'm calling it a rooster. But it is beautiful and it's very handsome. I think it'll fit perfectly in my house for Christmas. Just lovely. So the last thing I picked up, and I went, I couldn't believe what I saw. I'm like, I had to have it right away, and I just placed an order for it. It's just so handsome. It is GH 1857. Look at that. Look at those blues. Fell in love with it instantly. It is so handsome. I love this. So I did get the call for overdyed linens, and I'm sorry, the overdyed floss. And the linen, on the other hand, is on back order. So I'm just waiting for it to come in. Though the funny thing is, the original kind of looks like that Heartland by Picture This Plus, maybe? I know calls for, oh, what's the call for? And please forgive me, I'm in slow motion. 32 count wheat by Fiber on a Whim. I have a lot of fiber on a whim in my stash. I do not have wheat. So if you see over here, that's all the wheat, I guess. But the background, this, if you do this whole piece, it doesn't look like wheat. It looks different. So I'm casting a shadow on my face, I'm sorry. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But I am planning on doing a few little tiny projects, and then, but I'm going to do the whole thing. It's just such a handsome so beautiful. Love this. So this is all I have this week to share with you. We could go outside and show you some of my animals. They're having fun in the fields, and today's a beautiful day to film. My guests just left this morning, so I haven't been able to film anything. I love spending time with them. They all have names. They're all part of the family, our pets. I know it's kind of hard to say when you live on a homestead, but once you have a name, you're safe and you're here for life, and that's it. It's just, they live a happy life out on the fields, and hard life, but a good life. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today. If you can please like and subscribe to my channel, I would be very, very appreciative of that. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Bye. So I had turned off the camera, turned off the lights, started cleaning everything up, and I was about to start finish quilting the baby quilt. And right underneath everything, as I was organizing everything, I accidentally covered up with the blanket. One of the things that I wanted to show you, I was so excited when this came out. It is Bonnie Hunter's Scrap Savvy Quilting. I love this book. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of tiny little pieces, but just put together so beautifully. I've admired her patterns for a very long time, and I am excited that she has a book on this. So, look at that. I don't know if you can see all that. Look how beautiful that is. Such an exciting book. So it's got a lot of pages. See how thick it is? A lot of patterns. So I cannot wait to get my scraps organized and get started on this. So sorry about that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.